had been a long time since I'd taken on any long mountainous races, and in fact it was way back in 2018 when I ran the UTMB. The race went really well, I really enjoyed the experience, and I loved crossing that incredible finish line in Chamonix, and it was definitely worth all the effort over the years. However, I have to say I was very apprehensive about taking on the TDS, and that is a big understatement because I'd heard from lots of runners that it is a very tough undertaking. I was fortunate enough to get out to the mountains early and have a great last training block where I covered 124 kilometers with 31,000 feet of elevation, and that's very similar figures to what I'd have to do in the TDS. So I had successfully navigated the training block, and now Monday the 22nd of August was upon us. So myself, Liga, Steve Wyatt and Luke McLean headed for the transfer bus that was going to take us to the start line. We have completed the training block in the beautiful mountains around Chamonix, and it went really well. I've selected all my race kit, I've checked it 3 times and then packed it into my race vest, and we made it through the tunnel to Courmayeur, Italy. It is 11 o'clock at night and there's an hour to go till start time, and then we are going racing. To midnight and we are starting on our epic mountain journey. The TDS UTMB, 90 miles with 9,100 meters of elevation. It is going to be an awesome adventure, that's for sure. I got Steve Wyatt by my side, I got Luke McLean behind me, he loves the camera. We are heading out of Courmayeur. We're passing through the iconic archway, heading out of town. There's chaos, there's runners everywhere. It always takes some time to get out of town in these races, but we should get some clear space in a minute and be able to get running. Obviously, this is an ultra marathon, not a sprint, so we don't mind a bit of walking at the beginning to get out of town. Here we go, we're running, now we're running, now we're talking, here we go, here we go. Stretch the legs out a bit after standing in that crowd for a while. Make sure we have no accidents, no trips going out of town. And let's find our ways to the trails nice and safe. So we've done a quick loop of town just to spread the field out. The 3 amigos are still together. We've survived the crowds, we've got cowbell action already. Woo! Now here we go, heading out to find the first trail. Always an awesome start when that music starts playing. Gets the old adrenaline pumping, the emotions flowing, and you got to get your race face on and get ready to tackle this challenging course. Mile check-in. Yeah, we've done a mile. We're still on the tarmac and we're going up the first very, very short, slight hill. There's definitely some steeper and longer ones to come, but it'd be good to get off the tarmac, to be honest, and get the poles out and get in that sort of rhythm and zone, you know. Get that first big climb ticked off. It's always a good feeling. So that is it, we have topped out at the first summit. We've done 2,467 feet, really steady climb, nothing too serious. not technical either, and we stuck to the plan. So kept it really steady, super low heart rate, steady breathing, and that is the plan for today. Every climb like that. So we're not getting carried away. It was the ideal first climb to ease into it, get things loosened up and get used to that elevation and a thinner air. But yeah, stuck to the plan, went well. So we're going to top up bottles, both bottles I think, and then we'll be moving out. So yeah, we are actually topping up bottles in a toilet, bizarrely enough. The checkpoint's super busy, and this is drinking water, so we're making the best of the opportunity. Yeah, you look lovely, Steve. Beautiful. First checkpoint, first pit stop, super quick, in and out. Bottles up, and we are off. It's pretty busy though. Now I know it's a busy race and all that, but that checkpoint was absolute chaos. You had to fight to get to the table, fight to get any biscuits, fight to get water. It's madness out here. Just had our first slight bottleneck of the run, coming out of the checkpoint. So yeah, first bottleneck coming out of the checkpoint into single trail. But we started moving again now, so hopefully we won't have too many of them. How you feeling, Steve?
Yeah, right, yeah.
All
topped up, a little bit of food.
Three amigos are still together. We got Lukey in tow. We're all sticking to the plan and loving life. What are we? An hour and 33 minutes in. 2,549 feet climbed. 4 miles, well, 4.2 miles done. And up we go again. Bravo you, bravo you.
Merci, merci.
Great support. Bravo, bravo.
Salut Max. It's okay. Salut Lloyd. It's okay.
Merci, thank you. The summit ticked off. We had some amazing support at the top. We could hear a cheering from the bottom, to be honest. So, another climb done, Stevie.
Yep, nice one.
Yeah.
Tick.
It was pretty steady going because it was pretty congested, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Keeps the heart rate low. Everybody's smiling.
Eat and enjoy.
Nice and social.
It was to eat on the way up, which is a unique.
Yeah, it's quite a rarity. So now we've got a bit of a descent, haven't we?
16k, is it?
Yeah, I was going to say 15. Okay.
You probably don't need that.
Yeah, thanks, sir. I've put it on camera. I'm sure everybody's really interested about your toilet habits, but yeah, we got a nice long descent now. So let's try and make some time up after that rather slow climb up to the summit. But yeah, feeling good. Eating well, drinking well.
And a German
Body feels good. But yeah, all going good. You actually joined me doing some running. We're doing some running, it's amazing. Went over the coal just back there. Now we're dropping down a bit of a descent. And it's nice to get the legs moving. Steve's happy, he's a happy boy up ahead. Started to get a bit chilly up the top there because kept sort of stopping and starting and couldn't get any rhythm, so nice to have a little bit of downhill running. Hopefully there's more of this to come. But it's quite a long descent by the looks of it. You can see the head torches down in the valley, so we should have a bit of running for a while. With the race starting at midnight, that first night section flew by and we were in really good spirits. Unfortunately, we lost Luke at that first really busy checkpoint and it was just myself and Steve running together now. The UTMB races are a bit of a strange thing because obviously you're in a big field of runners. You tend to have a runner in front of you and a runner behind you the whole way round the route. but it is still quite a lonely race. I think with all the different nationalities, there is a language barrier. Plus, I think runners just have their heads down dealing with their own demons, trying to make it back to that iconic finish line. So to have good friend, training partner Steve White by my side, just to chat to lift spirits, but also to be super positive, really makes a big difference. Hopefully you can see that on camera, but the sun is starting to show its face. So really steep finish to that descent, man, proper quad buster, and it was a really dusty trail, so it was hard to see where you're going, to be honest, but that sun's going to be up soon and it'll give us a big boost of energy, and we're still making our way to that checkpoint to get some hot food. It's a little bit longer than we thought.
It's got to be my favourite time of the morning.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
Favourite time of the day, the morning.
Yeah. Look at that, man. Mega. So we just nipped into, what was it? Some Bernard or something? I don't know.
Colder St Bernard. Pity St Bernard.
Colder St Bernard.
Yeah, Bernard.
Yeah, Bernard, sorry, Bernard. And I've got cheese and I've got biscuits. And that is just a match made in heaven. I'm in the mountains, we've watched the sun come up, and I'm eating cheese and biscuits. Don't get no better than that. And we just spoke to someone supporting someone in a race, and they reckon it's an hour down to the main checkpoint where League's going to be, so that'll be nice as well.
Supporting the race and the channel.
Yeah, a viewer of the channel.
Hey.
Giving us directions, telling us how far it is. Can't be bad. Right, let me trough these biscuits, and then maybe we'll do some running. Oh dear. So I think we're pretty much down to Bourg Saint-Maurice, coming down what can only be described as a quad busting descent. No switchbacks, no steps, nothing like that. Just sheer straight down, and wowzers. It was proper hardcore. It'll be good to get in the checkpoint, get some food for sure, top up the fluids, and
Running strong there.
have a little break, to be honest. That descent was awful, horrible. We have arrived. We didn't do the camera thing.
It's not a camera,
no camera. Where's the camera? There isn't any camera. You don't get cameras on this race, mate. We're not important. Right, should we go and get some food, mate?
Yeah.
Where do we go? First time was a false alarm. Now we're in Bourg Saint-Maurice and we found Liga. She's here. And we got this pretty big checkpoint. We're going to have some warm, tasty food, fuel up, sort a few things out, and then we'll be on our merry way. But yeah, that descent was awful down here. It was terrible. But yeah, let's get some calories, let's get some food on, let's get sorted. We are all fed, watered, and we are raring to go. Yeah. Thanks for helping.
It's alright.
See you at the next one. We are making our way up the big climb
Slowly.
from Bourg Saint-Marie. It's a bit of a beast. So 1,500 meters in total. I'd say we're maybe 500 meters up so far.
You think?
Yeah, maybe. Somewhere near that. I'd like to say it's going really well and easy, but it's not. It is super steep and so much harder now the sun's out. It is warm today. I think it's going to get up to 27, 28, Steve.
No. Higher.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, we're getting it done. One foot in front of another, and we'll get to the top. Woo! So we've just gone over Col de Rosen, was it? Something like that?
Courmayeur to Roseland, I
Yeah.
think is
Um,
it's coming up next, I think.
oh, I thought it was that back there. I thought the sign said it back there.
Maybe.
Or maybe it meant it's coming.
Portland.
That was the fort.
Okay. Well, wherever we are, it was a tough climb. Luckily, who had the money? Oh, you got it in your car, didn't you?
God, I can't.
They sold drinks up there. There was no water there whatsoever. You had to buy drinks. So Steve was very generous. I bought me a can of Coke and a Perrier, or else I don't think I'd have made it up the next climb.
Well, we don't know that yet.
It's 10 kilometres to the next lot of
Yeah,
water.
yeah. 10k to the next water, so should be interesting because it's flipping hot out here. But that was a brute. Really steep, unforgiving climbing.
In the heat.
But pretty epic views though, look. I mean, you know, it's not all bad.
I had fun.
Look at it. Amazing. I've got my breath back now. I can check out the views. Oh, it was tough and we're going up again, so no respite. We're back up, another 1,000 feet. Here we go. Yeah. Well, that's the water sorted. No thanks to UTMB, but that's the water sorted. And we're getting closer. We can't be far away from the top of the climb now. And you can see behind, I mean, look behind you, Steve, come on.
I know.
It is mega, isn't it? We mustn't forget that while we're staring at the ground suffering. Oh dear. So I think we have just crossed over the last col of that big climb, and that's been going on a long time, and dropped down to this beautiful stunning lake. And it really is a glorious route, you know. You have to keep reminding yourself to have a look around, even though we're suffering a bit in this heat, and taking the views. I mean, look at that. Look at that, Steve. No, he's not interested. That is mega, isn't it? Wow. Crossing on this little dam, and then boom, what a view. Amazing. It's worth all the effort just to see things like that. If you didn't do races like this, you'd never see them. Oh, definitely gives you a lift of energy, but I need a little bit more energy, I think. But yeah, let's hope we are dropping down, and it'd be nice to do a bit of prolonged running maybe. but I think that's probably got to beat all of them. Look at the valley, mountains in the background, snow on the top, amazing, truly breathtaking. And yeah, I have no breath because we are going up another steep hill, funnily enough. Yes, the channel is called Run4Adventure, and yes, I am sitting down and I'm still having an adventure. Steve's got his lovely tasty can of cold Perrier, you know, living it up in France. We have made it finally to the top of the big summit. I kept saying we were there and it was just false summit after false summit after false summit, and I should know better, but how's that for a view behind me? So now we are going to have a lengthy descent. Hey, but that, where would you rate that, Steve, out of 10 on toughest climbs you've ever done?
Well,
The combination from coming out of the checkpoint,
I think
you know, to
heat-wise
here.
it's just unbearable.
Oh,
It does remind me of I almost collapsed going up out of Courmayeur, and that was way shorter.
oh, I mean,
I
that
think it was
climb,
600 metres.
that climb's
What
nothing.
have we done? I don't know what.
Oh
we've done.
my God.
Anywhere between 1500 and
we
1900.
left,
whatever it is.
do you remember I said I did a thing
12
on the
o'clock
phone?
for the fort.
Yeah, but when we left the checkpoint,
Yeah.
I said 8,000 feet. My watch now says 14,091 feet. It was a big climb. Proper epic. You know, people say this route is, you know, off-piste and stunning. Well, they are so right. But
Where's the lake that we went there? Is it that's it down there? Look, you can't see. You see the
yeah,
truck
yeah,
going down.
yeah. Oh my God. That was tough.
Every single person said that.
Since we left you, we haven't had a checkpoint.
Really? Oh, well, that might explain it.
One checkpoint where you had to buy Perrier or Coke. No water, nothing.
Oh, that's not great.
I'm glad to say we have finally made it to Courmayeur checkpoint. You can see a big checkpoint, water, Coke, lots of food options as well. So we topped up the bottles at last. It's been a long time since we did that, and we managed to get some good food in our bodies, which will make all the difference. We haven't eaten anything for hours, and we haven't seen a checkpoint for hours. And everybody in here is dead on their feet, man, in that heat as well. It's sort of 29, 30 degrees, and oh, too long. There's Lee over there in the distance. Yeah, we're gonna have a little rest for a minute, recoup, and then we're gonna go again. On the spot reporting. How's it going, Stephen?
I am absolutely shattered.
Yeah.
That climb just went on forever, didn't it? Like, once we got to the fort, I was happy for a few minutes, and then we just, you know...
It was ridiculous.
So brutal.
No water, no food.
No.
Into the aid station there after a very nice run from the other one. Obviously the hill was quite steep, but it was quite short, and then the descent was beautiful, really picturesque. So we topped up in there, and we bumped into Stephen Cousins from Film My Run, and he kindly informed us that the next section is 18k with 1,000 meters of ascent. So we've gone with 3 bottles, so we've got enough water to last. And we'll see how we get on. But yeah, apparently it's going to be a tough section. Another tough section. Making our way down to Beaufort. Another big climb there that we've just done. Pretty nice descent. And this is going to be another big checkpoint where Liga can sort of assist. And I think the plan is, hopefully we'll get there before dark, but I don't think we will. But the plan is that gonna have a bit of a wash up, new top on, try and get 20 minutes sleep, so that we can sort of prepare ourselves to take on the night session. But yeah, it'd be good to get there and again get some hot food in and get everything sorted for the night, and to see Liga. It's always gives you a lift of energy. Steve's behind me somewhere, there he is. Watch what I'm doing. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you the views. How epic is that? The sun is setting. Incredible. Anyway, we'll see you at the aid station. As we started to make our way down the descent from Plan du Trait to Beaufort, we soon realised that we were going to be hitting that main checkpoint at night. The descent was just like all the others in the race, very, very steep, super technical and relentless. And just when we thought it was over, the route took us into a really challenging wooded section. Pushing into the second night, and the fact that I'd been up for 2 days now, those negative thoughts started to creep in, and it was the first time in the race where I started to doubt my ability to finish what we had started. The woods were a dark place for me mentally and physically, and by the time we got to the checkpoint, my head was down and I really wasn't in a happy place. I needed a lift from a friendly face and some positive words of encouragement, and luckily Liga was on hand. You wouldn't believe what they've just done to her. Oh dear.
Oh my lord.
It's all around like these woods. It's like Barking Marathon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think you need to have some sleep, and you can then think clearly.
Yeah, I'm just going to sack it.
No, don't. Have some sleep and then think about it. Have some sleep.
Don't worry about it. So we made it to the main aid station. We've been here a while now. I actually had sort of 30 minutes of sleep, really needed it. Been up for lots and lots of hours and was really struggling. I'll just show you how busy it is in this aid station. There is a lot of people suffering in this race, and I am definitely one of them. You know, these big mountain races don't always go to plan, and you know, it depends how your body and your mind deal with them challenges that lie ahead. And it has definitely been a big struggle, and there's been a few other things that along the way that haven't helped, that's for sure. But we've got here, we've been encouraged by Liga. She's given me lots of positive words of advice. We've had something to eat, we've topped up our bottles, we've changed our kit, and we are going back out on the course. It's pretty late at night. We're going to be running through the night to the morning. We have 50k left to run, and I think it's a 50k with about 3,000 meters of elevation, so not the easiest 50k in the world, but we're going to give everything we've got. We're going to try and make it back to that finish line in Chamonix. So let's get the kit on, let's get the pack on, let's get outside. We've just tapped out on the first summit, so that's 500 meters done, and we were both pretty tired even after a very short sleep at the aid station. So we found a nice cozy tree for a 20-minute nap, and both woke up shivering cold. So we got moving again. Now we're heading over to the biggest climb, so 2 climbs to go. We've got one of 1,300 meters and then the last one of 1,100 meters, so wish us luck. As we leave the Col de Jolly in the checkpoint there, much bigger checkpoint than we expected. So we had some melon, which was very, very nice, topped our bottles up. And we've done that 1,300 meters climb successfully. So that means we are dropping down the descent to Notre Dame, and then we're on to Contamines, which is a flat run from Notre Dame. League's going to be there, she can help me out. We might get 15 minutes sleep because it's done me wonders. Going up that big climb, I felt so much stronger getting that bit of sleep beforehand. But pretty epic view again up here from this rather well-placed checkpoint. And yeah, Contamines, last checkpoint, get ready to hit that last climb. 1,100 meters to go. Get back down and let's get to Chamonix. Oh, I didn't think I'd ever say that on this video. Good to get that big one out of the way. It wasn't as bad as we thought it would be. It was actually right.
Oh, good.
And then one more hill to go. I can't wait to get up it and down it, because even running downhill is hurting now. So uphill hurts, downhill hurts, and we just run the flat on the way, and that hurts. So yeah, really good. And then me, Steve, and Stephen's cousin slept on the outrack of a chairlift. So yeah, that's something new life experience. We're both saying we've never seen a race where you see so many people asleep at the side of the track. Never seen it. It must have been the heat. Yeah. You'd see the odd few, but they're just scattered everywhere. Everywhere you look are people lying down. That makes it. Yeah, when you're running down a hill and you fall asleep, you know you need to get some sleep.
Yeah.
It worked, it was like magic. I felt like a new man once I woke up. That was just after 20 minutes. So another 20 minutes now, and we're going to fly up that hill. We're not, Steve, like, don't get your hopes up. We have made it back to the aid station down in Contamines in one piece. Bottles are filled. We've had a bit of melon again because that seems to be going down pretty good, and the stomach does feel a little bit dodgy. And I got 20 minutes sleep. Steve's ready to go. I'm just about ready to go. Stephen Cousins from Film My Run has just left, so I'm sure we'll see him out on the hill somewhere. So we have 1,100 meters to go in elevation, and then we are heading down the other side. We are coming back to Chamonix, and we are going to cross that epic finish line. So let me go and get my kids sorted out, and let's get this done. Right, let's do this.
There we go.
We've
going up a hill and then down the other side. Right, we'll see you in Chamonix.
See you in Chamonix.
Great job, man. Thanks for everything. See you later. So we just strolled around this valley, beautiful, it's some lovely restaurants, and then we've just seen what we've got to go up. I'm just getting my camera out for exactly the same reason. It's not great, guys. It's I mean, it's beautiful. It's amazing, but we are zigzagging all the way up, and you can actually see people on the clearing on the col there, at the top. And you can see the tent, and that's where we're heading for. So yeah, the good old TDS does it again. The last hurdle, we thought we were there. No, they're going to slap us in the face again. None of us are going to not do it, are we? No, we have to do it. We've just got to get up it, mate. Get up it and hope for the best. Wow. She's a beast. We have just over 100 meters of this climb to go. You can see down the valley there, the snake of runners coming up, and we are giving everything. This is so tough. Tough climb, super steep, and it's warming up, the sun is hot. Like I say, 100 meters to go. Somehow I have made it up that last climb. You can probably tell by my voice. In the heat as well. I am very dehydrated. It was so warm. But pretty spectacular views from the top, if I just turn that around. So yeah, we have just come all the way from the bottom down there. I mean, as last climbs go in races, that was one of the toughest. In one of the toughest races I've ever done. But now, we're going downhill. And now we are heading for Chamonix.
As long as we don't kill ourselves on the descent.
Thanks for it.
That's right. Thanks for all your
Let's go to Chamonix. Let's go to Chamonix and lie down.
I know, Chamonix and cold beer.
Oh.
Cold beer?
Oh. Cool way to get across a gushing waterfall on a road bridge. How cool is that? Cheers guys.
Brilliant.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Yay.
We have reached the iconic high street of Chamonix town. Got Steve in the background. Can't believe it, we've made it back to that iconic finish line. It has been super tough, super hard. Thanks guys. Super tough, super hot, super hilly. Lots of challenges along the way. Here he is.
Well done.
Thanks man.
Well done mate. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Well done.
And we are meeting up with Liga, and Liga is going to run in with us because obviously she's been up all night crewing us as well. So it'd only be right if we... Thanks man. Cheers man. It'd only be right if she crossed the finish line with us, basically.
Yeah. So
let's go and find her, and then we get this done. Come on. There she is. Thanks man. Yeah, it was definitely worth all the effort. Boy, was it effort. Thank you. Thanks guys, thank you. One of the best finishes in life in the world. Cheers guys. Come on. Oh God!
Did you get under 40?
I think so. Just about.
Well done, buddy.
Well done, mate.
Honestly, that last descent, my legs, I had to walk most of it. Just couldn't run. Could not run. So, hello Run4Adventure. Please subscribe to... Oh no, you're already watching his channel, aren't you? Oh, well, then subscribe to my channel.
They might not be subscribed.
Oh no, that's the point. Actually, probably 60% of you aren't subscribed. So go and subscribe.
Yeah, and subscribe to this man.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here with me by the fire and let it go for a little while. So
It is the Monday after the epic TDS, and you know, I've had time to sort of clear the head, the dust has settled, and I'm just starting to realise what an epic adventure we had. We're just on our way hiking up to the refuge to get some lunch because it's our last day in Chamonix and we wanted to make the most of it. So we wanted to get some more epic mountain views, and you can get a really nice tasty lunch up at the refuge. The legs are feeling surprisingly good. Feet still a little bit sore, but all things considered, the body is feeling great. So how do I feel about the TDS? Well, it definitely was a tough race and way harder than I could have ever imagined. You know, the climbs were relentless, the descents were super steep and technical, and I reckon there was probably only 6 or 7 miles of flat terrain on the whole route, and it was kind of like the route had been designed to really, you know, push you to the edge of your physical and mental abilities, and that is exactly what it did to me. All the training in these awesome mountains around Chamonix definitely paid off, and you know, my legs felt strong running the flats and running the descents, no issues there. Unfortunately, when it came to going up the hills, there was a few problems, and that's always going to be an issue when you're running in a race that's got 29,000 feet of elevation. By the third climb, I was really struggling, and it actually felt like someone was sitting on my chest and my breathing was really shallow, and finally it got the better of me. By the time I made one of the main checkpoints at Beaufort, I was ready, you know, just to throw the towel in and finish the race. And this is where I need to say a massive thanks to Liga and Steve. You know, them guys, so supportive en route. They were giving me lots of positivity, and they were always on hand to say the right thing at the right time to keep me going. I couldn't think of two better people to have, you know, out there on the course, and it's been awesome to go through this amazing adventure together. And last but definitely not least is you guys at home, sitting there refreshing the tracker, checking up on us, making us sure we were safe and that we were still marching on. And I can honestly say, hand on heart, that without your amazing support, I don't don't think I would have made it to the finish. At Beaufort, Liga spent 5 minutes reading out all the comments, all the messages, and in particular one pretty incredible email, and I was just overwhelmed with the amazing levels of support, and it was a kind of clear head moment, you know. It got rid of all that negativity, and it made me realise that there was only one thing I had to do, and that was to get up, get back out on the route and finish this race. So as I sit here and look out at the epic mountains of Chamonix for one last time, I just want to say a massive thanks to everyone, because I really don't think that without your support I would have made it back to that iconic, amazing finish under that UTMB arch in Chamonix town. It really has been a trip of highlights, lots of them. So from having our friends out here with us and seeing their faces light up because it was their first time in this wonderful town and these epic mountains, to having Katie, a viewer of the channel, coming along and celebrating her 18th birthday on our shakeout run, and we got to sing happy birthday to her, which was pretty incredible, to finding out that the brilliant Stephen Cousins from Film My Run actually wrote and produced comedy classic hit single John Ketley is a Weatherman. Amazing fact of the day, and don't worry Stephen, that'll just be our little secret. And to seeing lots of friends complete their amazing mountain epic challenges, and obviously to run the TDS route, get it done with best friend Steve Wyatt and the support of my amazing wife Liga. It really has been an incredible adventure. We just need to say bravo Chamonix, bravo UTMB. We'll be back in the UK very soon, guys, and we'll see you on the channel soon. And as always, stay safe and keep on running. Thank you. Very tough race. Very tough.
Yes, I know.
The hardest race I've ever done.
I think so. Beautiful. Most of them say that, but it's crazy.
Yeah, just
very
so
difficult.
Steep.
So long ascent.
A beautiful.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to